Welcome, I'm Mr. Soderback, and we're going to do a brief introduction of the College and Career Center today here at Vista High School. So first off, the College and Career Center is a resource center. It's also an organizational center where I have lots of events and activities all surrounding college and career readiness. So where are we located? Well, it's pretty easy. The location is right in the B building off of the main quad. Center is open most days from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's even open a lot of times when I'm not there. There's also people who have some side offices who are there as well. It's really designed for you. And let's go to here. You can see the layout. Got some desks and things around. So it's really used for group meetings, college visits, career speakers, and I also have a lot of help sessions in here for things like FAFSA, college applications, interviews, things like that, right? So it's a kind of a multi-purpose center. It's similar to the library, maybe not as quiet, and we can also do presentations in here as well. So the center is a place, besides a set of services, that you can come visit. A lot of people will come by at lunch and get a work permit and things like that. So everything on the shelves is designed for you to take away. So this is not something where you're checking anything out. Many times colleges will leave behind materials. Those are for you. I have information on SATs, ACT, financial aid, job listings, scholarships, training programs. You name it, I've got it in here. So, and it's all around the center. So everything but my desk is pretty much fair game. So I put all of this out for you, the students, to access. All right, so for all the events that I have going on, and there's going to be a lot, right now we have college visits, which means there are colleges coming to campus to talk to you. If you're a junior or senior, this is a perfect time to do college exploration. So the admissions officers come to the center. You can get a pass to come meet them and see the presentation and talk to them, right? Those are always on the back table. So when I have a workshop or a career speaker or an event that you can go to, a lot of times you can sign up online, but you're going to be getting a pass, all right? And that pass is something you would show your instructor at the top of the class before you would get out to actually go to the event itself. But they're always here on the back table. I keep putting these out and updating them all the time. All right, so what do we do for college activities? Again, there's about 100 plus college presentations per year in the center. If it gets too big, we move them over to the lecture hall in E11. There's also Zoom college visits. Those are every day after school at 4:30. I have a list of those that are listed in the Canvas page as well. So college reps also come and they attend the Futures Career Fair, and I'll talk about that when we get to the career section. And also industry events that I have going on a weekly basis. So coming up soon, and this is a key reason why I'm recording this today, is Fall College Night. That's going to come up on October 4th, right? We have the daytime fair during Panther time, and colleges will be all around the main quad. You can ask your instructor to come out and talk to them, right? Doesn't matter what grade level you are. Also on that night is college night. You want to bring your parents to campus. This is going to be in the V quad, and it's from 6 to 8 p.m. And they can learn all about financial aid, right? They can talk to colleges, and then we also have presentations from local colleges as well. All right, and if you miss any of that on October 11th, I'm also going to have a virtual college night on Zoom, right? And that means from 6 to 8 p.m. on October 11th, you can log in from home and come into Zoom sessions from a lot of different colleges around the country. The center also has college tours. Typically, we go out to Palomar and Mira Costa in the springtime. Right now for fall, we're going to CSU San Marcos, San Diego State, and UCSD. And the signups for that are posted outside of the center here, and they're also on Canvas. And a lot of people have signed up for this so far. So if you don't snooze and lose, you want to get in on that as well. So I also run financial aid workshops. You can get SAT and ACT fee waivers here if you have free reduced lunch. college application and registration events. We also have college preparation and scholarships workshops. Next week, I also have a college exploration workshop that's going to go on September 27th during Panther time in the lecture hall. Passes are already out on the table at the back of the center. Okay, so there's going to be different workshops throughout the year. I'll cover a little bit more of that in a minute. And then, of course, I run Senior Scholarship Night. And by the way, no pressure to seniors, but seniors from last year did earn $2 million in scholarships. I'm expecting you guys to do the same this year, if not better. So, and I produced a thing called the Scholarship Bulletin that comes out soon, and I'll be updating that with all the local scholarships that are being posted throughout the region and locally here. And that's going to continue, especially for you seniors. Scholarships are going to start, being posted soon. You also need to check it out. Second semester, that's when we really get going. All right, so here's some pictures of some of the college activities, some of the tours of the campuses we've done. There's Miracosta and Palomar. There's some of the labs over at UCSD. We've gone to SDSU before. If we have demand for it, we can go over to UCI and some other colleges as well. But I always try to hit all the major ones here in San Diego so that any student who does not get the opportunity to go visit one of those campuses can before they make a choice and a decision about where they actually want to apply. All right, so career activities through the center. Career speakers, I have about 100 at least per year. Those are usually in the lecture hall, but sometimes they'll have the library. Sometimes they'll be out in the classroom or here in the college and the career center. Most of those are local professionals in the San Diego area. Sometimes I can't get them, so we have to get somebody remote. So a lot of times I'll set it up in the lecture hall, but we'll do a Zoom meeting in there, right? So, but the idea behind this is to expose you to as many careers as possible so that you can make an informed choice going forward in the future. So we have industry speaker weeks, right? Those are coming up in October. We're going to have careers in public service. So you're going to have speakers from police, fire, government, assistant DA's office, you name it. And then the following week, we have U.S. Military Week in October as well. And then in spring, we're going to go through all the other industry sectors week by week. And each one of those weeks is going to have different speakers in it, and usually a small Panther Time Expo, so you can come out and talk to them at tables if you didn't get a chance to talk to them and ask them questions during their speaker session. All right, once a year, we have one main fair, right? And this is going to be on March 2nd. It usually includes in excess of 120 groups. That's going to be in the main quad. It's the Futures Fair. If you were here last year, you probably remember that. It had all the tents set up. We had tables all the way around the quad. That's going to include not only local employers, but local companies, professionals, programs, colleges, you name it, everybody comes to that. So that's our one big main fair that includes everyone. All right, we also do career technical training tours. So we'll have a trip over to Miracosta Technical Career Institute. Hopefully we'll get a tour down at Job Corps. We may go out on different apprenticeship group tours, one to maybe the contractor school and another one to the electrical one. So if we have time for that this year and we can get in. Other career connection trips, those are tours to local companies. So we've gone to Genentech before, Jet Propulsion Labs, Qualcomm, Thermo Fisher, and the list goes on and on. That varies a lot per year. Of course, during the pandemic, we didn't have an opportunity to do that. However, we're hoping we'll pick up more and more of those this year, especially heading into spring. Of course, under career activities, we have career exploration and planning workshop series. And I'll go over that a little bit in a minute. But those are set up so that you can understand more what your strengths and interests are and how those align with different careers. And we're going to be doing one of those workshops here in fall. So also, I run internships here on campus. There will be a class for this spring. So That's for juniors and seniors. I also list a lot of internship programs that are coming to campus. One of them in the near future is going to be Pathmaker for medical. We have a fire internship, which just came to campus yesterday. They're having an open house on Saturday as well, and that's from Vista Fire Department. They have their own internship. So it doesn't necessarily have to be part of a class. If it's an internship in the community and I learn about it, I'm going to be posting those opportunities for you to take advantage of. Kind of tying all this together, we have a new career and college and career readiness platform called Zello that's going to come out here in fall, and I'll show you a little preview of that here in a minute. So career activities, here's some photos. These are kind of examples. So one is you can see in the upper left-hand corner there, that's E11 when we have career speakers. That was a career panel that happened to be from OtterBox, the guys who make the cell phones covers and things like that. We also do different events. That's the stock market challenge through junior achievement. And we took second place that year. Also on the pictured here, you're going to see Balboa, the Naval Hospital. We've done a tour there. We were over at the Sheraton Weston to do a tour. We've gone all over the place. Right? So these vary every year depending upon the opportunities we have. We always have career speakers, but we take different trips and are involved in different activities. We've gone to JPL. There's a control center. That's not a picture they took. That's a picture I took. So that's how close you get. We've seen them actually assemble spacecraft in their clean room as well. There is a very common sight, which is there's a career speaker down there in the lower left-hand corner. And that was Mike Roberts, who has an apprenticeship for developing software. But there's also the aviation group has gone down to many of the pilot training schools, and there is a drone shot, thanks to Colonel, of the entire Futures Fair that went on in March. And of course, we have those once a year. All right, so employment activities. I have monthly job fairs. Those occur at lunch. And they're in front of the College and Career Center. That could be anywhere from 3 to 30 local employers. And I even have more career folks showing up to that as well. Next fair is on October 10th. So if you're looking for a job and you're looking to figure out who's going to hire you, I bring them to campus, right? And there's a lot of people who are looking to hire right now, especially coming into the holiday season. We do have some separate hiring days in fall, winter, spring, and summer. Where I will also have employment boot camps, manager panels, some practice interviews, and those also have a job fair as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And I usually have some workshops connected with those activities. Again, Futures Fairs on March 2nd. I have an employment workshop series. Those will be offered during Panther time and sometimes after school on things like how to do a resume, how to search for a job, apply for one, how to do interviews, how to take care of money and things like that. There's also a job lab, right? That's going to be starting up, and that's 1 day a week. It'll be after school here in the College and Career Center. If you need help with employment stuff, you can always come see me anyway, but I'll have more of a formal session set up in the near future. We do have a work experience class. A few people took that last year in spring, and we're going to be offering it in spring again. And that's for people who already have a job. And that really is going to entail a lot more advanced things like behaviors, customer service, how to do and read your taxes, right? How to read your paycheck, right? How to manage money, right? How to do advanced interview skills, things like that. So work experience is going to build off those basics to help you be successful at your job. Also look for your permanent career and also give you skills to get that next job as well. All right, so employment activities, then there's the main fair. Down here you can see that's the format of all the job fairs. They're done at tables right in front of the College and Career Center. They're usually on Fridays, right? And key topic about the center is work permits. So employment activities. A lot of students are going to be directed over here for work permits. So what that is that's an agreement between your parents, the employer and the school that it's okay for you to work. So you're not going to get a work permit ahead of time. You get a work permit once you get a job. If you're under 18, you have to have a work permit. And the College and Career Center is where you're going to pick up that application. All right. You're going to need to get it once you're offered employment. All right. It's issued once per year for that employment, for that particular employment. If you get more than one job, you're going to need to have yet another application. And then at the beginning of the school year, we renew them all. All right. So what do you need to get a work permit? Well, besides all the signatures, you're going to need to have a GPA of 2.0 and keep that up. All right. So to keep your work permit active, you need to be passing your classes. That's pretty much like with anything else. To do an extracurricular activity, you're going to need to be passing your classes. All right, so workshops, and there's a bunch in a series. I'm not going to go into all the different ones with you right now because that would take too long, but you kind of get the flavor for what these are all about. They're all going to be about career exploration, college exploration, financial aid, insights into different industries, and employment, also how to do your finances, things like that, and even some on entrepreneurship. Most of the workshops are one topic that's covered, usually in about a 45-minute period, right? Or over Panther time. So Panther time is where most of these are going to be offered. A lot of these are going to be offered as part of Futures Friday, and it'll either include a video like this, or I'll be holding a live session, or it'll be through our new platform that we have. So a lot of this will occur on Fridays, but not necessarily. Sometimes we have these midweek as well. And you can come grab a pass to attend a workshop, or many times your instructor might actually sign up and bring your whole class over to a workshop as well. All right, so your instructor will know when these are coming up, and I will also advertise these as well, and we will have these scattered throughout the year. I offer workshops on a basis of when we can fit them in. We can't necessarily hold all of them every year and necessarily have every one of them in this series done. But I try to get a lot of the basics in, every year to get those done. Again, the first one coming up is college exploration. That's going to be this on the 27th. All right, where do you learn about stuff that's going on? Okay, the boards around campus, especially the main one right in front of the College and Career Center, I'll post stuff up on that. That's one of the best places to find out about major events, right? You're going to find more information, of course, on the different other communications tools I use. One of them, of course, is Canvas. I also will send you emails, and then eventually, once we get it set up, you'll be looking for stuff on Zello, which is our new platform. All right, right now, everything, a lot of the action takes place is going to be in the Canvas page, right? That's where you're going to find college rep visits, scholarships, career speakers, career connection trips, industry sector of X workshops, employment opportunities, and much more. I'll even post stuff about volunteer opportunities, internships, you name it. A lot of times I will post those in the announcements on the Canvas page so you can take advantage of them. There's lots of programs and things going on around the San Diego area, and I try to push that out to you guys via the Canvas page. All right, so most of you already have the College and Career Center in your Canvas. You should have a little tile that looks just like this, right? If you don't, right, you need to join the class. I have sent out invitations to every student here on campus, right, to join the class. If you don't, I have a link right here, and you can take a screenshot of this. You can write it down. If your instructor wants to pause the video right now, they can, to make sure that you go in and enroll. And the class code is WH848B, right? And that will get you hooked up with the College and Career Center. So it'll show up like a class, right? Obviously, there's not going to be any grades or anything like that, but that's a resource center where when you log into this and you click on it, that homepage in Canvas is going to have tons of stuff on it, right? Where the next colleges are going to be visiting, one of the next trips, one of the next speakers. There's a ton of icons on there that also lead to resources as well. So this is sort of your home base. This is also where you're going to find all the announcements I've been pushing out. All right. So the next thing we're going to be doing is an individual career plan. All right. Every student will be exploring careers, colleges, and opportunities and create an individual career plan. You need to have that plan before you leave high school, right? This is how what you're going to be doing next. And so we're going to be using a new platform. It's going to be called Zello. We're right in the middle right now of getting everything hooked up, and that will be ready here in the fall, right now in this semester. So I can give you a real quick look, just a couple of screenshots of it, so you can kind of get a feel for what's coming, right? And we'll do introductory sessions for all of this. We'll teach you how to use it. It's really easy. All right, so you'll have a homepage in Zello. It'll look like this. This is mine. Yep, I've got one. I'm not grade 12 though, just an aside. And then there's lots of there's going to be lots of assignments in here. Some of them are going to be from your instructor. Some of them you could finish on your own. And the whole idea behind this is that so you are going to figure out what kind of career you want, what kind of education, training, or program you need to get into to actually make that real and make that happen, right? And you're gonna formulate a plan and start figuring out how to execute on that plan before you leave college, before you leave here and go to college or go to whatever program you're going to. So we want to make sure that you know what you want to do, right? Before you actually make a choice of what college you want to go to, what program, what employer. Okay. So this is going to help you do it. So that's going to be your homepage. Then you're going to have a profile, right? There's mine, where you're going to keep track of everything. And you're also going to have a plan to keep track of it as well. So we want everyone here to have a plan before they leave high school, right? So you know what you're going to be doing next. All right, so Zello is the platform we're going to be using to help you do that. All right, so that's really kind of a quick introduction to the College and Career Center. This saves time, so I don't have to visit, 50 different classes. I don't want you to go around and not know we're here. If you're a junior, it's important you come by and visit. If you're a senior right now, it's critical that you get plugged into the center and understand what's going on, whether that's career exploration, whether that's college visits, whether that's college applications, whether that's completing your FAFSA, right? Going on tours, all of that, you need to know that now. So if you're a senior, you should know who I am. You should know where the center is and know what the resources are. All right, so right now, I want to learn more about you. And so do that, we're going to take a quick survey, okay? And I'm going to share this with your counselor as well. All right, so your counselor and I will get the results of the survey. This helps me push out things to you as an individual, right? So I'll give you an example. When we go through the survey, it might ask you things like, what's your top career choice? And if you put down nursing, let's say, I'm going to know that. And so when we have healthcare speakers come to campus, or maybe an activity down at the UCSD Medical School, I'll be sending you out an invitation for that specific activity, right? If there's some internship that comes up, like Pathmaker from Palomar Health, and you told me you're interested in nursing, medicine, or healthcare, I'll try to hook you up so that you understand what internships are available. If I don't know anything about you, I don't know how to connect you to these opportunities and events. Okay, so we really want to learn more about you, basically, so we can hook you up with different things that we have going on. All right, so what's this survey going to ask? Things like your top career choice, what you're planning to do after high school. Are you looking for work? Have you had a job before? Things like that. So the survey takes about 5 minutes, right? 10 if you go really slow. But most of the students I watched will go through this in really about 5 minutes or so. So here's the link. So this is the tiny URL for this. So right now, what I'm going to ask you to do is have your instructor stop this. This is the last slide anyway before I say goodbye. And this is to go to the survey. So you'll want to go to tinyurl.com/348 small dx, the number 7, small cu. That's 348 DX7CU, and that's going to lead you to the survey. As well, your instructor might put the link to the survey on their Canvas too. But I would like you to complete this as soon as you can, because we're going to have a lot of career speakers and a lot of college activities coming up. And I want to make sure that you're invited to the right ones. And that's going to help me, and it's going to help you as well. So, and as the more information we can learn about what you want to do next, the more I could hook you up with the right resources, services, and events. Okay. All right. So please complete the survey. Do that as soon as you can here during Panther time, right? And I will see you soon. And thank you, everybody, for attending the first introduction to the College and Career Center.